All right, so we have a type of bag here that is really designed to do something no suitcase, weekender, or duffel bag is supposed to be able to do. Let's talk about the travel garment bag. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Desmond, and nothing kills a good trip like a wrinkled suit or shirt or an outfit. And that's why we are talking all about a garment bag and whether or not you need one in today's video. Now, if you've seen my channel before, you know I review a ton of different bags, all types of bags, backpacks, weekenders, duffels, carry-on suitcases, shoulder carry. But this bag, a garment bag, is really designed to do something that none of them are able to do. Now, whether or not this is an essential, we're gonna cover that in today's video. We're gonna talk about 3 of the big reasons why you would want to carry a garment bag here. Also talk through the features and functionality of a high quality garment bag for travelers. And then we'll talk about the use cases that I have and other recommendations are best suited for your regular needs. Now, before we get into reasons why, let's talk about the concept overall. What is a garment bag? So this one right here is from our sponsors, Satchel and Page. This is their version of the travel garment bag. It's made from Italian leather. We've got brass hardware, great handles, and then a British wax canvas. Water resistant, it's gonna protect everything inside from everything outside. But a garment bag overall is designed for one thing, and it's to transport your suits, your shirts, your trousers, any article of clothing where you want to minimize the amount of wrinkles in transit, whether you're hopping on a plane, going on a road trip, driving to an event, heading to a wedding, business meeting. This is ultimately designed with the clothing in mind and making sure that they show up at your destination wrinkle-free. So let's talk about the first problem these bags are looking to solve. Wrinkles, like I mentioned, is the biggest one. No matter how you pack your dress shirts or your trousers or your suits, if you pack them into a weekender or a suitcase, no matter what, they are going to be under some level of pressure in their folded state, which will cause wrinkles, creases that you may not want when you get to the hotel, or you may not have time to steam and iron these articles of clothing because you're moving relatively quickly from the airport to a meeting or a conference or a wedding. And that's the big element that the garment bag will solve, right? Because with everything hung this way, you've got your suit, your trousers all hung on your hanger, and then when it's folded like this, the least amount of multiple folds upon itself should create the least amount of wrinkles when you get to your destination. And it's not just about suits. So let's just say you're someone who travels with a lot of delicate fabrics, silk, wool, linen, anything like that. This will help reduce the amount of wrinkles happening there. Oftentimes, if me and my wife are traveling for a wedding, or if she's coming with me to some type of high-end event and we are traveling for it, she can place her more delicate dresses and other items into my garment bag as well. So not only does it keep my sport coat or my shirts wrinkle free, she can also keep a silk dress or any of her other clothing items in here. So when we do get to the hotel, all you do is unzip this, move it into the closet, and you've got the most minimal amount of wrinkles possible. Another reason I called out earlier probably comes down to prep time and speed. If you're anything like me, I am traveling pretty regularly, both for work and for fun. But I try to be very efficient with my travel time. When I land in a new city, I'm probably heading to an event that night, or a meeting or a conference the same day. So once I touch down, I get over to the hotel. With a garment bag, I don't have to worry about steaming or ironing or unpacking and getting the outfit set up. I pack the entire outfit or outfits that I need into the garment bag. And once I get to the hotel, I can just hang this wide open in the closet. I have easy access to my jackets, my shirts, my trousers. I can pull them out, put them on, and then head right out the door from the hotel directly to whatever event or conference or meeting I need to go to. So in this example with the Satchel and Page garment bag, we actually have a few more features that you would find in this than say like the standard garment bag that you get from a store when you purchase a nice jacket or a nice suit. First of all, like I mentioned, we have brass hardware here so that you can hang up your hanger and all of your outfit items. We have multiple interior organizational pockets, leather zipper pulls, tiny little pockets here for socks, underwear, anything else that you need. Belts are a great option. And then if you look down here, we have 2 large compartments. You can put 2, 3, maybe 4 pairs of shoes, depending on how large they are, into these pouches here. So that way you can actually zip up an entire suit, trousers, shirts, add your shoes, your belt, your other accessories like ties or pins directly into the singular bag. So when you do get to your destination, once you open it up, this is how you can get dressed. And with modern, well-designed garment bags, they do serve the purpose of potentially replacing your weekender. So of course, as I mentioned, you have all these additional pockets. If I have a 2 or 3 day business trip that I'm going on, suit jacket, trousers, shirts, but rolled up t-shirts, underwear, socks, belt, other peripherals, ties, and tiny things that I need, shoes can go in here. And then once I zip this up, the outside pocket, I can throw in maybe a laptop, some chargers, some other things. And this is all I would have to carry onto the flight. And once I get to the destination, say I'm not even going to a hotel, once I get to the conference center or the event space, I can find a private room or, a green room or back of house, and then I can just get directly into my on-screen outfit or my stage outfit from this bag. So we covered some of the benefits like wrinkle-free arrival, the ease of use and time-saving aspect, all-in-one storage. Depends on the product. The Satchel and Page one does a really good job of that because of course you can see all the different compartments. So you can ultimately turn this into a gigantic weekender just with a better protective layout for suits. And then of course, protective storage. The materials, the leather and the wax canvas are gonna protect my expensive suits. Or for me, I travel with coats, other jackets and things that I've acquired from around the world that I wanna keep safe in transit. I may not need it until I get to my destination. This helps solve for that. So finally, who needs this? That's a tough one to answer because if you're like me, I have weekenders, I have carry-on suitcases, check bags, I have backpacks and sling bags. I do believe in a bag for every single use case. Now, when it comes to a garment bag, which is a very unique solution, there's a few people that I think would benefit from having this. First of all, business travelers with back-to-back meetings. So if I'm traveling to, say, Europe or the UKI, I am on site, I'm going to an event, and then I'm gonna hop on stage, and then I'm gonna go do meetings with customers or executives. Having all of my professional business wear in a place that's easy to access, that I don't have to worry about wrinkling or ironing and steaming, that is beneficial. So if you're someone who is constantly on the move and you require business attire, a garment bag may help solve that problem for you. The next type of user, wedding guests or bridal party members, but more realistically, if you're watching this channel, probably videographers, photographers, people who are working weddings and these formal events. A garment bag is going to be a great option. You keep your suit in there, anything you have to wear when you are covering the wedding or if you're in the wedding, and then you have easy access to get dressed, get everything that you need, and then you're basically ready to rock. Another persona is going to be performers, athletes, or anyone who has specialized costumes or outfits. Again, I do an interesting set of work when I'm traveling. Sometimes I'm on camera, I'm doing broadcasts, sometimes I'm on stage, other times I'm meeting with individuals. So for performers and athletes, you probably do need to carry a suit or something with you for a press conference or some type of sponsorship broadcast or getting in front of the camera. Having a garment bag is a great way to do that. You don't have to lug around a suitcase or a duffel bag. This thing is a bit wider, but it is still very thin and easy to carry around. Just keep your business attire, special outfits, costumes, or delicate fabrics in there. Another use case for travelers who have like luxury dinners or events or venues and experiences planned as a part of their vacation, this is probably going to come in handy. There are often times where, there's a Michelin star restaurant or there's an experience I want to attend that requires business attire or black tie attire, or you need to bring like a 20s outfit for a murder mystery dinner. this is something that will help carry that. Another thing probably just unique to myself and some others is when I travel, I always bring a really nice jacket or coat. I picked up a couple of beautiful Italian coats while I was in Rome. But for me, when I travel to destinations that are going to be colder, I will actually pack the nicer jackets and coats in here so that I can use them when I get to the destination and they don't have to be wrinkled during the flight. I don't have to shove them into a suitcase. I don't have to wear them because it's kind of hot in my destination heading to a colder one. So this is another great reason to use this. And finally, what should you look for when you are shopping for a garment bag? As I mentioned, form and functionality is going to be about the same for any garment bag concept, right? They're ultimately going to look like this. I would go for high quality materials. The Satchel and Page one uses that Italian leather. It's got that wax canvas. The handles are great and comfortable to hold. What I will say is because of the quality of this material, it does get a little bit heavy. It's a bit heavy now, empty. I would look for quality of zippers because this thing is something that zips entirely open and close. You want durable zippers that are smooth and that make it really easy to zip up. Satchel and Page has this little button lock at the bottom, which lets you extend the zipper so you can just create a nice, tight, straight zip to let you zip up your entire garment bag very easily. I would look for multiple carry options. So of course we have the handles here, but we also have rings that allow us to throw on a shoulder strap. And as I mentioned earlier, because of the wax canvas body, I can give it an additional fold if I just want to like easily carry it underarm. As I mentioned with a garment bag, because everything is kind of hung up and sealed, when it folds, even like this, it's not being compressed like a piece of paper, right? There's still some curve and space in between. So you're not gonna create too many wrinkles, even carrying it like this for short periods of time. And then the other thing to look for is organization. As I mentioned, you want to use this for more than just carrying your suits and your shirts. It should be able to replace some of your other bags, because if you carry this onto a plane, it's going to replace your carry-on or even your overhead compartment space. So for me, when I'm traveling, this is the bag. Suits, jackets, clothes, everything gets layered into that hanger. Sweaters, whatever I can. Underwear, socks, belts, shoes, toiletry bag, chargers, laptop, all of that I try to place into this bag. It works out well with the Satchel and Page just because it has a lot of organization. But when you are shopping for one, make sure that it has additional organizational options, because yeah, once you carry this, it's gonna be tough to carry multiple bags with you, since this does take up precious space considering its size. All right, hopefully you found that helpful. And again, thank you to our sponsor, Satchel and Page, for sending over this garment bag. But again, if you're in the market, do some research. The quality of the Satchel and Page bags has always been fantastic. I have several of their weekenders, their briefcases. I've also got one of their leather jackets, which I love. The quality of their materials is fantastic. Lots of really, really thoughtful organization, and I think the aesthetic is probably amongst the best of other garment bags that I have tested and seen. If you guys like this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more videos just like this. I will catch you on the next one.